Hi there and welcome back Bulldogs, and welcome to registration information video number 2. In video 1 we discussed your first year experience courses. In this video we want to explore a few ways to select the remaining courses for your first semester. But before we dive in, let's check out a few reminders to keep in mind as you build your first semester schedule. You have to register for at least 12 credit hours to be a full-time student, which is important for living on campus and for athletics and financial aid. We usually recommend to register for around 16 credit hours, which means you will be taking between 3 to 4 courses during your first semester. As mentioned before, the engineering program is an exception, so if you intend to major in engineering, please watch the engineering video further down on the website. And remember that you have to select at least one first-year experience course to take during your first semester. If you're not sure what that is, make sure to check out the registration information video number 1. After selecting your first-year experience course or courses, you should consider if you would like to join one of UNC Asheville's Living Learning Communities. You have already received information about the Living Learning Communities on our campus, and all of them have a class associated with them that you need to take during your first semester. You can find an overview of Living Learning Communities here on this website that is also linked on the registration cheat sheet. If you have already applied and have been accepted into an LLC, make sure to add the class listed for your respective Living Learning Community to your schedule. If you still want to join an LLC for next semester, you can email reslive@unca.edu. At this point, you likely have about 1 or 2 more classes to select in order to be a full-time student or to get to 16 credit hours. And there are a few different ways in which you can select those classes. One of those ways is to use the 4-year plans available for some of our majors and minors. You can access them here on this website that is also linked on the registration cheat sheet and take a look at their recommendations for your first semester. Based on what they list here, you can fill in classes for your first semester. Please note that many of them not only suggest major-specific classes, but also classes from your LAC. If your major of interest does not have a 4-year plan listed on this website, you can also use your grad plan, specifically the what-if analysis, to find information and suggestions for courses. You access grad plan through OnePort under the Academic Links tab. Your grad plan displays several important pieces of information, including your ID, how many transfer credits you brought in, and the name of your academic advisor once they have been assigned. Grad Plan will track all the classes you will take at UNCA, and it will always show you an updated list of classes that you have successfully completed, classes you are currently registered for, and classes you still need to complete. At the top of Grad Plan, you find an overview of the liberal arts core. Once you declare a major or minor, the requirements will be listed below. As I mentioned earlier, one really neat thing you can do with Grad Plan is run a what-if analysis, where you can take a look at the classes required for a certain major or minor. To do a what-if analysis, click on the What If tab on the left side. On the next screen, select the major of interest from a drop-down menu. Make sure to click the Process What If tab, which will take you back to the first screen. But now you will have your potential major listed in the top panel and a list of required courses for that major listed below the liberal arts core. This overview can be helpful to select additional courses for your first semester schedule. As you look at the overview of required classes for your intended major, you want to focus on 100 level or 200 level courses for your first semester. If a course has an asterisk, it means it has a prerequisite course, so those will not be ideal classes for your first semester. When you click on the course, a pop-up window appears that gives you additional information about the class as well as when it will be offered. If you are not entirely sure what you would like to major in, the Liberal Arts Core or LAC is a great place to select classes from. Any of the classes here will count towards the LAC requirements and towards the 120 credit hours you need to earn before graduation. If you are currently taking an AP course in any of these subjects or have done so in the past, we recommend not to register for a class in one of your AP subjects during your first semester, as those credits will likely transfer to UNCA, but scores will not be available until later in July. Finally, we encourage you to complete your schedule with a class that could bring you joy, no matter if it is directly related to an intended major or the Liberal Arts Core. At UNC Asheville, every single class counts, either towards your major or minor, the Liberal Arts Core, or towards an elective. So there's no such thing as a wasted class. Your first semester is a great opportunity to explore things that may interest you. So go check out the course schedule and the department websites to see what could bring you joy. Alright, so if you have followed these steps, you will have 3 to 4 classes that you plan on taking during your first semester. Now hop on over to video 3 to learn how to register for these classes. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out at asc@unca.edu.